Hello everyone, welcome to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video in which I take on Cataclysmic Impact Giant Form Clash Stage 1, and I will be clearing the 6 Giant Form character mission as well. So I am absolutely ready to clobber this stage. Consider liking if you enjoy, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and let's just go ahead and get into this. Right here, right now, I already go ahead and take a little bit of damage off of the whip, but that's going to be a-okay. At least I hope it will be, as I go ahead and try to muster up the strength to attack. I do, however, get the stun on the boss as well, so this should be fairly good. That's very good. That's very good that I got the stun. That's going to be very helpful. Very helpful. I wasn't sure about Piccolo. I wasn't sure about Piccolo Jr. in turn 1, so that's actually very nice. That is extremely nice. But you know what's not nice? Him shrinking down my HP so hard. So, I mean, let's go ahead and, as the name of the event implies, just go giant already. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Boom, bam, boom. Let's go ahead and now get straight into clobbering with my giant transformation as well. Going to be very nice damage. And then I go ahead and get into things. Of course, I assume all of the HP grabbing is for me to be able to fulfill all the conditions I would need to for HP to get off the typical giant modes and giant transformations. So I assume the event would be catered around the giant form, you know, since there's literally a mission for it. I would not be surprised if that is, of course, you know, the case. Let's go ahead and go Super Saiyan 4. Alright, now that I've ascended, I can go ahead and really quickly wrap this up. I don't expect this to be too bad. I don't expect this to be too bad. Super Saiyan 4 Goku coming in clutch with the heal, though. Let's go. Wowzers. That was actually really nice. That was really good. I really appreciated that. Genuinely really appreciated that from you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was really good. That was really good of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So, of course, I'm going to go ahead and get into this phase as well. With him having a rare chance to transform into giants as well. That's going to be pretty interesting to go ahead and see here, but I'm not going to take too kindly to that, though. We need to dodge this. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Gonna go ahead and just pow! Straight to the face. Although I assume I would like to go ahead and go giant right about now, because I would like to stop his rampage as well. Yeah, chat. See, that is probably the vision. I would like to probably go giant there. So I'm just going to go ahead and go straight back in, honestly. I'm just going to go straight back in and then see how things go from here. Also, these are better rotations, so I won't be bogged down by that. I need to go ahead and make sure that I get everything right. But I'm fairly positive the gimmick is you're supposed to run the clock down with like a giant transformation or something. I'm fairly positive that's what's supposed to be happening. He does transform into giant, but it's from turn 4, so I'm going to go ahead and float him right here, right now. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then boom, bada bang. We should be good to go. Unfortunately not, because Baby did have to take that hit. Yeah, no, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Especially because it's a giant form, right? Let me make sure it said giant form before I go ahead and tweak. Yeah, I said giant form, and I'm supposed to be clearing this with no items, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how I try to do this. Yes, everyone is on the leader skill of Battle of Fate. Giant form, Battle of Fate. Do I really want to go ahead and change off that? I don't think so. No, I think that would be not the greatest of ideas ever. I think I just want to run the team like this, realistically. I think this is going to be the best decision for me to go ahead and do. So, he does get his 1 attacking buffs first, which is actually really nice for me, because I can go ahead and have all my stats and yada 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 beforehand. So that's actually going to be pretty good for me. But I do go ahead and get that stun with the Piccolo, though. That's actually really good, because I don't think he has a pretty high chance of stun, though, right? I think that's a pretty low chance, if I'm recalling correctly. So that was actually really nice. But yes, my opinion of Baby is definitely that he is a long-form content merchant. He is not someone you go into short content with, for sure. He's definitely someone designed for Festival of Battles, that length of content, for sure. Yeah, he most definitely is. He most definitely is designed for content like that, for sure. Hopefully I do not kill, because if I don't, I can go pretty well into this turn. I can go pretty freaking well into this next turn. So hopefully I just bring him down to a little bit of HP, and then heal up, and somehow dodge, and then like just strike him in the face. Oh, the stun! Another stun is going to be pretty good. So what I'm going to go ahead and try to set up, though, is a giant form turn that goes ridiculously crazy. I'm going to go ahead and try to pop all these giant form turns. Okay, hold on. Chat, I do have to keep in mind. I do have to keep in mind. I do have to actually keep in mind. This. Okay. I do actually have to keep in mind that. I do have to keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and do this. Nice. Boom. You are stunned. And then I go ahead and shaboink. I don't know if he's on the leader skill. I could be wrong. I literally searched him up, both of them, though. So he should just be on the leader skill and just, age, right? I think that's an important factor to consider. But I'm starting this turn off in giant form, which is, I believe, the intended tactic. You're supposed to go into this fight, bring yourself into the giant transformation, and then get rolling. Also, chat. Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball Legends. Sorry, chat, but golly. I don't even think that was English, but good golly. Yo, chat, like, I ain't gonna say anything if you haven't seen it, but boy, oh boy, things are heating up in the story. Things are heating the flip up in the story like nothing else. Like, it is absolutely insane plot developments for Dragon Ball Legends. You absolutely love to see it. What I do not love to see, though, is I definitely have been going through it today. But, hey, you know who else is going to be going through it, though? This boss. This boss. Yeah, this boss. I'm fairly... I mean, if there's a win con, if I just win, I feel like I just have to, like, win, because there's no way they actually kind of expect us to even beat this event with the giant form leader skill. Like, the category is good, but it's not like it's not anything crazy. It's not filled out, right? I don't think it's like too crazy. I don't think it's too aesthetically great for sure. Okay, so he just goes back to normal. So he does go back to... Gotcha. So I'm going to go ahead and finish things off here. And then... Boom. You're so done. You're so done. Yeah, it is the first of the month, though. So we have updates on monthly content, you know. Phantom Parade's monthly stage is crazy, though. Hey, they are getting a little bit good with that, though. They are, because now on the docket is actually going to be a monthly, the exclusive character pass, where you can go ahead and select either one of 3 characters or of 3 memories. You can select one of the 6. Yo, they've been introducing deeper characters, like newer characters on that, so it's actually a massive W. I chose Nobara because I literally just SP awakened and finished Nobara's skill tree for that, so that's going to be yet another good red DPS, although I'm sure I definitely did not necessarily need it, although for just having Jujutsu, that's going to be pretty good. That's going to be pretty freaking good, because I believe Nobara is Jujutsu. I'm getting like I'm going on a whole side quest here, but I believe Nobara is Jujutsu. I believe she's mixed, but I believe it's mostly Jujutsu. If that's the case, yeah, okay, it is mostly Jujutsu. She's definitely going to be better than Yuta in that case, but I think that Toji is still going to be king of Taijutsu. I think he's still going to reign supreme in the Taijutsu category, so I think that's my consensus on that. Oh my goodness gracious. That game is interesting right now, but I know it's not too crazy. Same with Dokkan right now, honestly. It's definitely been going good, but again, not anything like too wicked. Not anything too wicked. Actually, yeah, let me go ahead and do I was about to say, let me just replay this turn. I could just replay the turn, right? I think that could be interesting, but I'm feeling a little good. I'm feeling a little good right now. I'm feeling it. I was feeling it, chat. I was feeling like going for a little bit of a gamble right now, chat, and I win. Yes. So with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this little flick. It was definitely a gimmick event, because you can stun these first little phases here. You can do the debuff effects. It's just something you want to go ahead and have the right formation for, realistically, because he goes giant and then you go back into not giant, which you can stun that phase, and then you go ahead and have interesting mechanics. Stage 1 was just really a gimmick. I don't know what stage 2s and 3s entails, but I think it could involve something like that. I don't know. But definitely you want to use Giants. Clear stage 2 with a 5 turns. Oh, I guess it's fast then. Oh, I guess it is going to be fast, which is going to be helpful if you have Giant. And of course, stage 3 is just clear with 6 UR characters. Actually, not too bad, all things considered, because that just means you can just anything, but like no LRs. It's really not that bad of a restriction in my personal opinion. We got that. We got Autumn Special Missions. We got a lot of other good stuff. Hey, there's the monthly Pixel Rewards, mind you, so that's going to be pretty nice. It's pretty good. I think there's been a lot of very fantastic revamps that Dokkan has included at this point. I've heard they're updating this. I've heard they're updating the Summon Point ticket, and the Summon Point ticket just gets updated every once in a while. That actually could be a fire system. That actually could be a fire system, because if you look at it, scroll down here, I believe this is going to end. Yeah, it's going to end here. It's going to end at the end of the year, so you should have some new potential characters that you can summon on. I think that's awesome. I definitely think it's another incentive to just like go a couple of multis for sure. And yeah, I don't know for sure if this baby is impressing me though. He definitely is one of those characters where you have to kind of take him with the team and into the content to really see his true value. Because yes, he is good, but Super Baby 1 is not explosive. Super Baby 2 is a build-up character, and same with Grade 8 Baby. He does impressive stuff, but you can tell that the character is balanced around being good for long content. That is what it is. That's just my thoughts on the character. He was balanced for long content. Alright everyone, hopefully you all enjoyed this video, and until next time on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, bye!